Alright guys, it's time for some real talk. I never do this, but I saw this video from RGT85, awesome YouTuber and retro gamer and a podcaster. And you definitely recognize this guy. And yeah, I mean, I saw this and I had to talk about it. I'm not a reaction channel, kind of pisses me off in a way. I find that people are very much elitist in the retro gaming community. There's a lot of gatekeeping that goes on the Facebook sites, on Reddit, you name it. If you don't have a CRT or at the very least have an RGB cable with a retro tank hooked up to your HD television, then basically you shouldn't be doing this. This is like golf and using a chipper or a hybrid. Listen guys, some people are recreationalists. Some people are going to come in and just want to be able to play the games any way that they can, and they should be able to do that, and we should support that as a community. It absolutely makes me sick that this kind of stuff has become the norm. Listen, it doesn't matter if you have a CRT. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, like I said, a retro tank. None of that matters. What matters is the games, guys. The memories it creates, the nostalgia. I play with my daughter here. You know I play with Joy-Coi. And it makes me absolutely sick when I see stuff like this, because all you're doing, guys and gals, is hurting the community. Retro gaming should be celebrated. The fact that we're going and we're doing something that's so old and archaic, going through the extra effort to make that work, you know what, that should be commended. But then we have this kind of stuff happening. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna bring up this video from RGT85, and I'm just gonna react to it, because you know what? This hits really close to home. I'm gonna go ahead and start it here, guys.
Because like I said, there was an incident that happened a couple days ago, and I was just like, holy
It's common too.
This is ridiculous. This is disgusting, and these people need a slap in the face. Not even a punch, just a slap. Because I feel like they're not worthy of a punch. An individual posted in a Facebook group that I'm in on Facebook. I used to be a part of a lot of retro when I was, you know, trying to collect stuff and looking for individual items and stuff like that, trying to make trades. I joined a lot of Facebook retro gaming groups. An individual posted a picture that he was very proud of. It was his two sons, probably, I want to say one was probably like 10 or 11, one was probably like 7 or 8, sitting down.
Like, dude should be proud, right? Like, what the hell?
He was very proud of this. He was like, you know, they appreciate the classics. And you look at the comments. You look at the comments. Here were the top 2 comments that had the most reactions to them and the most likes to them. The first one was, they're playing on a clone console? That's not how you play the games.
Oh my god, and how many times have I heard that? Yep, this is emulation, right?
That's the first thing that you see. They're playing on a Super Retro Trio. That's not official. That's not the official way to play the game. They're playing on a clone
Nailed
console.
it, man. Nailed it.
And people were like, yeah, they're playing on a clone console. What kind of father are you? And I'm like,
yeah, seriously, making fun of somebody as a father, it's like a hit below the belt.
My God. You know what the other
It's crazy.
was? The only way to play these games are on a CRT. You gotta have a CRT, because they were using an HD television. And I realized it's dorks, idiots,
Yep.
incels, and losers like this that are the problem with retro gaming, the gatekeepers. And I understand that there are some people that, you know, their whole thing is talking about the best way to play classic games, you know, with original hardware and stuff like that. I get that. That's fine.
So do I. I do it myself.
But when we're talking about 2 kids playing some retro games that their father got them on a clone console on an HD television, and that's a problem. You're not saying, oh, you know, good job raising your kids, teaching them about the classics. No, you're bitching about how they're playing these games. I swear to God, it was the most ridiculous thing in the world. You know why they're playing on a Super Retro Trio? Because it plays 3 freaking systems at the same time. You don't
Absolutely, it's efficient. Why wouldn't you?
NESs
Yep.
and Super NESs and Sega
The amount of cables I have in the back of my system, guys, is crazy.
CRT dork. All right, you freaking moron. When you were a kid, you were probably playing on an RF adapter on a CRT.
I definitely was.
And it looked like dog shit.
Yep.
All right, it looked horrible. You could barely make out the images.
Absolutely.
But now you're all high and mighty because the kid's got to play on a CRT. The kid's got to play on this. The kid's got to stop it. I don't care if you have a RetroPie. I don't care if you have an emulation device. I don't care if you're playing on original hardware.
Any way you can play it, guys.
Man.
Yep.
It's about playing the games. And yes, there are different ways to experience them. Some of them are more expensive than others. But quit being a stupid dork gatekeeper. Like, imagine, if you will, like, that's something you do in life. Like, you have so much free time in your life that you're scrolling through your phone.
I know I
and you see
don't.
Someone, a father, post a picture of his kids playing some retro video games on a Super Retro Trio on an HD television, and the first thing you think is, you know what, I gotta talk shit about this because they're not using original hardware. They're not on a CRT TV. You freaking dork.
So I'm going to stop it right there, guys. It makes me absolutely sick that this stuff goes on. We should not be gatekeeping. The reality is we're a community. We're supposed to act like it. We should be absolutely applauding a dad playing with his kids, not crapping on them. If you're part of the crapping, like, you're part of the problem. Just get a life, guys. Just get a damn life. The reality is retro gaming is only as good as the people that do it. And if you're a bunch of toxic morons, then you don't belong in our community. That's all I'm going to say about this, guys. It made me sick to see this, but it's far too common. Elitism has no place. Gatekeeping has no place. And yeah, if you like this, guys, and you agree, give this video a like. And yeah, consider subscribing, guys. And don't be a gatekeeper. We'll see you next time.